Let's open the book on this. Today in Taipei, Typhoon Bavi is already changing travel plans. Ferries to Green Island and Orchid Island are set to pause starting Wednesday afternoon. If you were planning a midweek island hop, this storm track is a big red flag.
All right, let's set the stage for this one.
I'm Leah.
And I'm Garrett. Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett reporting from Taipei.
First up, ferries to Green Island and Orchid Island will be canceled because of Typhoon Bavi starting at noon Wednesday, and that suspension is set to run through Saturday. Quick explainer, Bavi is a tropical cyclone, basically a powerful rotating storm over warm ocean water. The Maritime and Port Bureau, that's the agency that manages our ports and ferry routes, says services are normal through today with a partial Wednesday morning window. The Central Weather Administration, our national weather service, expects the strongest impact between Friday and Saturday. Travelers are being urged to get back before noon Wednesday to avoid getting stuck on the islands. Why call it so early, like before the wind even hits hard? 2 reasons. 1, safety at sea. Ferries become risky when swells and gusts build, and that can happen fast. 2, logistics. Crews need time to secure vessels, and island residents need a predictable window to move. It's a precaution, which means a safety-first move, taken before danger peaks.
Yeah, that checks out. I'm all about clear timelines when weather rolls in. If you're on Green Island or Orchid Island, not gonna lie, that Wednesday noon cutoff is the headline. Build your exit around it and keep an eye on official advisories for any tweaks as Bavi shifts. Speaking of Bavi's impacts inland, a survey team was airlifted out from a barrier lake in Hualien County as the storm approaches. Quick definitions. A barrier lake forms when a landslide blocks a river, creating a natural dam. This one is on the Wanli River. Over 4 days, the team did geological measurements, which means noting rock layers and slopes, water sampling, and aerial photography for mapping. They used a tool called Field Move Clino, a mobile mapping app that helps measure the tilt of rock beds and fault planes, basically giving geologists precise angles and orientations. They found no significant seepage or structural abnormalities. Seepage is just slow water leakage through the dam body. If it's heavy or muddy, that's a red flag. The lake was about 54.5% full by their RID. Because of the typhoon timeline, they wrapped early and flew out. Here's the key. They set emergency plans, including alternative helicopter landing zones and better ground access routes, so future checks can happen faster, even if weather cuts the window short.
That's fascinating. I'm honestly surprised there wasn't any meaningful seepage given rising water. That kind of stability buys time. And I love that they mapped evacuation spots in advance. That's proactive safety, not reactive scrambling. It's got more weight than it seems when minutes matter in bad weather. Next up, a 33-year-old Chinese national, a man surnamed Liao, was arrested at Taichung International Airport after the assault of a Japanese journalist, Yaita Akio. Yaita is a veteran reporter who had just finished a speech at the Tempest Hotel in Taichung. Surveillance video shows Liao walking up and punching Yaita, leading to injuries. A police task force reviewed the footage, identified him quickly, tracked him to the airport, and arrested him before he could board an outbound flight to South Korea. Investigators are now looking into motive and whether anyone else was involved.
That attempt to fly out right after, that's a curveball, and it looks premeditated as an escape plan. Credit to the police for moving fast. And yeah, this is where international cooperation matters. Info sharing between Taiwan, Japan, and South Korea on identities, flight data, and legal processes keeps cases like this from slipping through cracks. We'll see what the motive probe turns up. Moving on, over in Keelung, Mayor Shea Kuo-liang apologized to parents after allegations that 2 preschool workers at a city kindergarten abused children. The city says it will set up 6 laptops at Baifu Junior High School next week, starting Monday the 14th, so parents can view relevant security camera footage. They also plan a Line group, that's the messaging app many of us use daily, to connect parents with legal experts about childcare subsidies and next steps. At the same time, the Education Department's response has been criticized. The conduct of Deputy Director Yang Yongfen is under review on Monday, with consequences to be determined.
Real talk. The part that stings is that no lawyers had joined that legal support chat yet. If you invite parents into a help channel, it needs actual help in it. Accountability here means two things: transparent access to the footage and qualified people guiding families on their rights and options. Keeping it real, that's the baseline when kids are involved. Last up, the Pingtung mud volcano erupted for the second time this year near Huangyuan Temple in Wandan Township. Mud volcanoes aren't lava, they're a mix of high-pressure gases and groundwater pushing mud to the surface. This one opened 3 vents, sent flames about a meter high, and covered around 1,300 square meters of farmland. Emergency crews dug channels to steer the mud and protect irrigation. You might have seen the flames. That's methane gas being ignited on purpose. Methane is a flammable gas. Burning it off prevents dangerous buildup and unplanned explosions. Simple translation: a controlled burn is safer than a surprise boom.
Yeah, and the fields nearby were fallow, meaning they weren't planted, so crop losses were minimal. Preparedness pays off. These mud volcanoes pop once or twice a year in that area, so the playbook of guiding mud flow and venting gas is well practiced. If you're in Pingtung, give any barriers or closures a wide berth. Mud can shift suddenly even when it looks calm. Thanks for tuning in to Laid Back Local from Taipei. Stay safe out there with the storm and keep an ear on updates.
Have a great day, and come back tomorrow for more news updates.